Welcome to another episode of Chris and Buddies, all about the music. What's going on, buddy? Have you listened to any music today while I was at work? No, you couldn't turn on any of the electronics. So, today's episode, I'm going to get this right one day. I'm on a mission to hear every song ever recorded. Bless you. Okay, so in my quest, I've been having a blast just listening to so much music. On the way to work, at work, on the way home, at home, when I'm doing yard work, when I'm exercising, when I take a walk, when I take a stroll, when I go on a hike, when I'm cleaning the house. Love it. I don't like to listen to music while I'm eating. I don't know why. Those are two things I love to do. I just don't like to do them at the same time. Today's video is talking about guilty pleasures. How do you guys feel about this? Do you feel like that guilty pleasures do you think it should even be a thing? Or do you think that music is just completely subjective and you shouldn't feel guilty for liking what you like? Some of my favorites definitely feel like guilty pleasures for me. Let's see, I've got my handy dandy list here and my handy dandy dog down there. But a lot of my favorite music is definitely could be considered guilty pleasures. Green Day. I know a lot of people don't like Green Day. A lot of people feel like they've sold out. A lot of people feel like they're not they're not, I don't know. I love Green Day. Buddy is a fan as well. My second pick, Uncle Kracker. I definitely, that one I definitely do feel a little bit embarrassed about. But I'm in my 30s. Who am I trying to impress? I like Uncle Kracker. I like his music. I enjoy listening to it. And I shouldn't be embarrassed about it, but he is definitely a guilty pleasure for me. Plus 44 is my third favorite artist, and I'm kind of like, that's a band where a lot of people don't know who they are, and I'm going to make sure we're recording because I don't want you guys to miss any of this important info. Okay, we are recording. Very important. Very important to record your videos. If you don't record your videos, you won't get a lot of plays. Like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe. Zaxby's is doing a number on my non-farting. So, System of a Down. Everybody loves them, right? Who doesn't like System of a Down? So I'm not... System is not a guilty pleasure. Everybody loves System. Transplants, kind of one of my... like Plus 44, kind of a lesser known band, and I'm proud to have them at my, in my top echelon of bands. Flogging Molly, again, kind of feel cool because not a lot of people know who Flogging Molly are. Me and my dad both really enjoy Flogging Molly a lot. Seen them in concert once or twice, and they are fantastic. Definitely enjoying their staying at home acoustic numbers they're doing now, and guitar lessons. If you want guitar lessons, Flogging Molly's YouTube channel, check it out. YouTube.com. You guys have heard of it. I know you have. Okay, another one high up on my list, Scars on Broadway. Not a guilty pleasure. Let me try to find some that are guilty pleasures. You got Uncle Kracker. Green Day, I'd say they're kind of borderline guilty pleasure. Uncle Kracker's pretty bad. It's kind of embarrassing. I don't know why. He's a good musician. He writes some good songs. Let me see what other... let me find somebody that's really embarrassing. Kid Rock. Him and Uncle Kracker are friends and business associates. That's kind of a big one. Let's see. Okay, my own band, Good Charlotte. That's a guilty pleasure for me. Let me see, who else? Those are some big ones right there. Those are, in my top 30. So those are some that that stick out in my mind. Let me find some Meatloaf. I don't know. I'm pretty proud to like some Meatloaf. Courtney Love. She's where things start going south on my list. Let's see. Let me see. Who do we got here? Smash Mouth. I'm not embarrassed to like Smash Mouth. That they're known for those weird, goofy soundtrack songs. But I gotta tell you, their debut album, or Fu Shu Mang, is amazing. It's just one of the greatest albums of all time. If you disagree with that, you're wrong. You're wrong. Like and subscribe anyway, but you're wrong. If you've only heard the goofy soundtrack songs from Smash Mouth, dig through some of their deeper cuts. I promise you, it's great. They're a good rock band. Maybe I'll dive into their discography later. Let me find some more embarrassing picks on my list of 230 favorite musicians of all time. Oh, here's a good one. LFO. One of the best boy bands that ever was. Unfortunately, their lead singer passed away some years ago. But LFO was unique in that they were one of the only boy bands that sort of crafted their own songs. They actually played instruments and were very good at it. Now, it was lighthearted, poppy stuff. But let's move on to some more embarrassing guilty pleasures. Bowling for Soup. Now, I'm a huge pop punk guy. Green Day and Good Charlotte, all that stuff. I like all that stuff. But Bowling for Soup are kind of goofy. All right, Buck Cherry gets a lot of hate from people, but I feel like they're a pretty solid rock band. Buck Cherry are coming in at 62 on my list. So they're not too bad. Not too bad at all. So some guilty pleasure, maybe Three Doors Down could be a guilty pleasure, right? Pink. You know what? A lot of my friends that are hardcore rockers, they don't like a lot of pop music, but they're like, except for Pink. She's authentic, she's genuine, and she makes darn good pop music. And even her 2003 album, Try This, had some punk rock flavorings in it that were right up my alley. That's my favorite album by P!NK. Let's find some more embarrassing picks. Creed. This is a band, it's not necessarily a guilty pleasure, but people, they're just one of those hated rock bands, right? And there's a lot of hated bands on my list. Creed just gets a lot of unnecessary hate. Now, they're not great. I've listened to their entire discography, and I gotta say, there's good songs and there's bad songs. Let me see, about 25% of it is good. Let's see what else we got. Very embarrassing. We're going for embarrassing and guilty pleasures. Fall Out Boy. I don't know. I wouldn't consider them a guilty pleasure. So we're going to move on. Okay, let's find some really embarrassing stuff. Nickelback. It's just what they're mediocre. They've got good songs, they've got bad songs. They're in my top. They're my number 92. Nickelback is my number 92 favorite band. Let's see. MC Lars is an interesting pick, but not an embarrassing or cringeworthy, whatever you want to call it. Guilty pleasures. What do we have? Limp Bizkit. They're another most hated band. There's a world war going on outside. That's not good. Bloodhound Gang. No, not really. Puddle of Mud. Kind of been embarrassing themselves. Who else do we have? It's pretty cool. I am pretty cool. My music taste is pretty good. Hootie and the Blowfish. I might get beat up for telling people that I like Hootie and the Blowfish, but they're at number 120. So do I really like them at that point? Hollywood Undead. I don't know. There's but we've hit a lot of really bad ones. Black Eyed Peas. Maybe that's definitely a guilty pleasure for sure. Let's find let's see. Guilty pleasures. Hinder, I've talked about. They're one of my least favorite bands. I need to show that on my list. See, just totally cringe. Total cringe is what we're looking for, right? Okay, I think that's let's see. Theory of a Dead Man, maybe kind of embarrassing to tell people that you like. Saliva. I know a lot of people that like Saliva, but they're not a great high quality rock band. Vertical Horizon maybe could be a little embarrassing. Doop 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 doop. Shaggy. Yep, Shaggy. R. Kelly. Kitty is one of my least favorites. Aaron Tippin. Twisted. I would say, Twisted and Insane Clown Posse. Hanson. I'll go back just real briefly. Insane Clown Posse, they get a lot of hate too, but some of their music is great. So there you go. That was taking a look at my top 230 favorite artists and going through some guilty pleasures. You guys have a good night. Like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe or I'm going to start singing. Bye.